tell me. We've only had a chance to see her once. Radar has come several times. And now, as of March, we have a third dog. His name is Tucker. And he's named after a young Marine that was passed away in the barracks at Pendleton. And the family has donated to cover this dog in his honor. And the last name of the Marine, his name was Austin Tucker. And so Tucker is going to be our third dog. They have given it to the Dynamic Dog Club because they only have one family member down here in Florida. So we have 3 dogs we're sponsoring, and so we'll have Radar graduate this year, Xena next year, and then Tucker 2 years from now. Okay, I think I'm going to check and see if our ringmaster is ready. And we're going to, Sarah, is everybody okay?
I think everyone has a good seat,
Okay.
and I think they're ready.
All right, let's see if we can get the show started. We have 10 minutes. Do you have any questions that I can answer? You know that these dogs are being raised at the Lowell Correctional Facility in Ocala? And I thought I had some pictures up here of the women that are doing it. Was it in one of the books?
Yeah.
I also have, these are the dogs that we graduated, we will be graduating. But you notice everything is handwritten. The reason for that is because they're not allowed any typewriters, no computers, nothing electronic. And so just to see how beautiful that this is being done is absolutely amazing. I know that the lady that is raising, I believe it's Xena, she is studying to be a vet tech while she's in prison. And so it's not only good for the veterans and the dogs, of course, but it's great for these women. It gives them a reason to go on. It gives them a career, so when they finish, paid their debt, they can go back out into society and be very useful. Okay, if you have no questions, I'm going to try to hustle the crowd up and get our ringmaster in. Okay? Please give her a warm welcome.
Ladies and gentlemen, and children of all ages, welcome to the second Hyde Park Big Talk! How many of you were here for the first one? Yay! We'll see if you see any differences. So as you know, this is the Dynamic Dog Club Traveling Circus. All of our dogs are registered therapy dogs, but tonight, for your thrills, chills, and total amazement, they have transformed themselves into circus clowns, dancers, and ferocious and unpredictable beasts. Now, due to the close proximity of our beasts and you, our beloved audience, our attorneys have insisted that each and every one of you sign our liability release form. You have signed our liability release form. You have? All of you? They say they've signed it. This is the first. Well then, there's nothing to stop us from introducing our star-studded cast. Lolly, if we can wake her up. Lolly was the first one to run away and join the circus. Of course, we tried to talk her out of it, but every time she got near a suitcase, such as this one, she'd start packing it. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry. I did not want to have to do this in front of such an esteemed audience. But this part of the circus is going to be X-rated. Yeah, I know some of you will enjoy that. Because Lolly likes to perform in the nude. Those of you with delicate sensibilities, please avert your eyes. Now, as I was saying, every time she got near a suitcase, she'd start packing it. And sometimes she would finish. Start, pack a suitcase. Seeing that kind of determination, we just couldn't say no. So we let her go ahead and join the circus. And because she's a mostly Pekingese, with ancestors from all the way around the world in China, she became known as the world famous upside down dog. Because she likes to look at everybody and everything upside down. But if she's looking at you upside down, do not stand on your head. Because you'll only confuse her. We don't know what will happen. So thank you in advance for your cooperation. Now, after years of being the world famous upside down dog, her determination and persistence and unbridled enthusiasm paid off. She became the owner of the circus. And she keeps a close eye on all the acts from her throne's prominent viewing position. And as owner of the circus, she feels she has celebrity status and now requires her own personal assistant. Now, all of our acts in the circus have to perform multiple duties, and Maximus is no exception. Maximus is our no-nonsense English bulldog who serves as our security guard. Woo! Is that me? Now, Maximus is very serious about his job. Note he has handcuffs at the ready. But he's also an excellent performer, and he's the village's Corvette Club mascot. Now, you've all met our gorgeous golden doodle, Murray, who's our usher. And I see you all have good seats, so he must have done his usual good job. Come on in, Murray. Thank you very much. Well done. Mickey Mouse is a Yorkshire Terrier who's a circus clown. He has been with the circus since its very inception. Now some people say, oh, that's a wind-up dog. Do any of you think it's a wind-up dog? No, you're very smart. It's not a wind-up dog. He's battery operated. Now Charlie is a toy poodle who is always up to something funny. So when he tried out for the circus as a jester, they hired him on the spot. our dainty little chihuahua, Tinkerbell, has transformed herself into the very rare twin-tailed pygmy giraffe. Let's watch her lope into the big top. Note the twin tails. No, you can't. Oh no. How? Ladies and gentlemen, do not panic. But Chloe, aka Simba, our almost trained lion, has escaped. And she's chasing her terrified trainer. And she's coming this way. Wait a minute. There's nothing to be afraid of. She's already had her big meal for the day, hasn't she, Tammy? Oh! Ladies and gentlemen, be very still and try to act like you're not afraid. Because animals can sense fear. Okay. Is she under control? Oh, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, the circus can be a very dangerous place. So before we go any further, we're going to have our resident chaplain, Mickey Mouse, say a little silent prayer for everyone involved in the circus. Sorry, I was trying to get it so it wouldn't screech in your ears. Oh, did he say a prayer? He did. Could he say a prayer for everyone all around the Hyde Park?
Let's see, Nikki, can you go around your town? Let's go see, go around. Go around.
I think only 10% of you are covered.
Say another prayer. And now we'll go around. Good boy.
Surely he's going to, for everyone, all around. I would say about 3/4 of you are covered. Thank you so much. Now, on with the show. Let's see who's arriving to work in style. Why, it's Charlie in his brand new self-driving car. Charlie, congratulations on a new car. Charlie, congratulations on a new car. Charlie, I'm talking to you. Why are you so late? Pay attention to me, Charlie. This self-driving car isn't working too well. Charlie, why are you so late? Yes. Oh no. You were coming to work and you passed the clownmobile on the road and it was broken down? Charlie, why didn't you pick up those clowns and put them in your car and bring them to work? are never going to make an Uber driver like that. Go park your car and punch in on the time clock. That's not really for a job well done. Wait a minute. The clowns aren't coming. You can't have a circus without clowns. Unless you'd like to help. Simba, can you pass out the necessary equipment?
Who do you think he's
Now, those of you lucky enough to be receiving these prestigious souvenir clown noses, feel free to keep them and take them home where you can clown around with them as much as you would like. I wasn't talking to you, clowns. Get back to work. Oh, good news! The Clownmobile is coming after all. It seems that Mickey, in his dedication to the circus, as soon as he heard about the Clownmobile breaking down, he rushed to the scene and has pushed the Clownmobile all the way back to the Hyde Park big time. And apparently it's self-driving too. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like for you to be very quiet because Chloe, aka Simba, our almost trained lion, is going to do some very difficult moves on the high wire. And please note, she is doing it without a net.
Simba! Here! Right here! Over here! Stay. Climb, Simba! Climb! Climb, Simba! Simba, get on there! Pause up! Come on, pause up! Yes! Yes! Simba, sit! Pause up, Simba! Right here! Oh, I know. Ooh, up here. Pause up. Yes. Simba, up here. Thank you. Okay, down, Simba. Yes. Stand, Simba. Yes. Down. Roll over, Simba.
Now Simba will catch the Easter Bunny.
Ready? Excited? And there seems to be some babies. You know, it's spring. Up here. Chloe! Simba, come! It's the orange train line. All right, we're gonna have to pay for this. Okay. Now, ladies and gentlemen, just hold your breath.
Yeah.
Now, Simba will jump through the hoop. Simba, you will jump through the hoop. Thank you.
Just like in press.
Thank you, Simba. That was astounding. Now, one of the best things about going to the circus is eating the junk food, right? So, what's better than a good old circus hot dog? But Charlie is taking advantage of this and in between acts as a refreshment vendor. He's moonlighting.
A little bite, a tiny sip, just a few calories. Very reasonable. Anyone?
Is that all beef?
Didn't anyone purchase a tiny snack? Now, Lolly is normally a trapeze artist, but we were unable to get the proper permit to hang the trapeze ring. So I'm going to have to hypnotize Lolly to make her think that she's on the trapeze. But I must warn you that if any of you are susceptible to hypnotism, do not look at my magic crystal. Sir. Maximus, you might want to keep an eye on this gent. I think he could be trouble. Okay, Molly. You are getting very And when you awaken, you're going to think that you're flying through the air with the greatest of ease, but you'll actually be doing your gymnastic routine on the floor. Awaken! All the way around. Tap. Tap. I knew we should have never let them join the union. Tap. Okay, can you jump? Or not? Can you just stand there and look pretty? She thinks that since she's the owner of the circus, she doesn't have to do any work. Well, maybe not. Okay. Lolly, can you take a bow for that miserable performance? Oh, then you just lay down. Is that it? Okay. No pity clapping, please. Lolly, can you say, thank you for putting up with me? Ah, yes. Okay. You could have said, I'm sorry, too. Really? You're doing the repair What now? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, okay. Thank you very much. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I've just been informed by one of our sideshow barkers. Come on. That they've been spotted a couple of escaped convicts on the grounds, and they're known pickpockets. So everybody keep an eye out and stay safe. Maximus, come quickly! It's a pickpocket! It's a pickpocket!
Hey, what's going on here?
No, not him! The pickpocket got his stuff! I'm so sorry, sir. And I'm sorry I talked bad to you before. Take the rest of the day off.
I've never had a job like this before.
I know, I'm sorry. Just give me a minute to catch my breath. Okay, the show must go on. Tiny the Terrific, which is Mickey Mouse's alter ego, is now going to amaze and astound you with his bouncing and jumping exploits. First, the hurdles and hoops. And now, Mickey is going to perform for you on one of the most hazardous obstacles in all of Circus Dome. The balance beam. Yes. Amazing. And now, Mickey is going to perform something that no other circus animal would dare. He is going to bounce on the balance beam while spinning a ball. weren't enough, now the balancing exploit we promised, he is going to balance on the balance beam. He's going to have his 2 front hands on the bejeweled pyramid. As soon as we can fix it. And he is going to balance then on the balance beam on 1 leg. Yes. And now, Mickey is so excited with his accomplishments, he's going to climb to death-defying heights to acknowledge the audience's appreciation. Thank you. Oh, it's Tiny the Terrific, excuse me. Thank you, Tiny. Rings and the circus have been synonymous since the beginning of time. Sparing no expense, we are now setting up the legendary 3 rings for the...
Upside down. The ring side up.
Budget cuts, boss?
We are now setting up the more modern and trendy 2-ring circus. Can I see? With colors. Can I see Charlie and Tinkerbell? And now, can I see the miraculous Maximus? Maximus is a world champion spinner, and he's going to demonstrate his talents. But normally, Maximus spins from a rope suspended from the rafters. But we have that permit problem. So, he's going to try to spin on the floor with the unmerciless pull of gravity on his stocky little legs. Yes, I'm ready. 1, 2, help me count. 3, 4, 5. It's a new world record! Thank you, Maximus, that was wonderful. Now, Maximus has taught the little dogs how to spin. So we're going to see what a good teacher he is and what good students they are. Spin, little dog, spin! Spin. What synchronicity! I'm getting a little dizzy. That's marvelous! Thank you so much, Maximus. That was wonderful. And now, Tinkerbell is going to ring a bell just as though she were commanding attention at the waterfront inn. And now, straight off an acclaimed performance at the Sharon, Charlie is going to play a piano concerto for your listening pleasure. Oh, breathtaking. Can't you just feel the heartfelt energy energy coming from his little soul and going down his tiny legs into the keyboard. Oh, it's wonderful. And maybe Tinkerbell's going to join in on percussion if she gets enough treats. And just as she's dancing, doesn't it make you feel like you want to dance? Please, join in. This is just so heartfelt. Thank you so much for that wonderful performance. I know that you music lovers out there are just spellbound about this. Their latest CD is available in the lobby after the show. And now, what you've all been waiting for, the obstacle course extravaganza, where we're going to ask the little dogs to show their courage by jumping over a sleeping lion, then racing through a flaming tunnel, and finally traversing over a mountain of a polar bear. Okay, little dogs, now I've got to warn you that Charlie is a speed demon, so if you blink, you may miss it.
Scared him there.
And now, tiny little Tinkerbell, do you have the courage? Now maybe she will grace us with her signature twirl at the end too. Want to try to jump over the line again? Okay, come on. Yes, in reverse. Thank you very much.
Simba, wake up.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, I am so thrilled and excited to let you know that we have found the last living descendant of that great mystic of the East, Karnak the Magnificent. And we've convinced him, thank you, we've convinced him to come all the way to the villages to demonstrate his miraculous psychic skills. This isn't he. Please help me give a warm welcome to Maximus the Magnificent. Now, Maximus is going to demonstrate his miraculous skills by divining the answer to the question that has been hermetically sealed in these envelopes, unseen by human eyes. Anytime you're ready, Maximus. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry. Maximus has a touch of laryngitis tonight. So I'm going to try to faithfully translate what he pants to me. Oh, a watchdog.
A watchdog.
A watchdog.
Echo. What kind of dog keeps the best time? Maximus, don't sleep on the job. What is it?
Don't worry about it.
Because he was seeing spots.
Because he was seeing spots.
Why did the Dalmatian go to the eye doctor? Ladies and gentlemen, I hold in my hand the last envelope. He stole the show.
He stole the show.
What happened when the dog went to the flea circus? Takes you a minute, doesn't it? It's not you, Maximus. It's them. Maximus, I want to thank you so much for making the trip here and doing such a glorious demonstration. Do you have one last prognostication before you leave? An accident?
An accident?
Oh. Okay, well, thank you very much, Maximus the Magnificent. I guess it's not that unusual that he would predict an accident, because I'm sure you've been wondering, with all of these dangerous circus acts, isn't it inevitable that some of your animals might get harmed? And the answer is yes. But we have an emergency plan in place, and we're going to demonstrate that just as soon as the next accident happens. And they happen all the time here in the circus, so we shouldn't have to wait long. Oh, see what I'm talking about? An accident. As soon as there's an accident, Murray, our first responder, rushes to the scene and sounds the alarm, then grabs his first aid kit and rushes off to get the circus ambulance, where Simba, the circus nurse, first registered nurse, plops the victim, in this case Charlie, into the circus ambulance and carts her off to rehab. She'll be fine in no time. She'll be ready for the next circus. Ladies and gentlemen, no animals were harmed during this demonstration. Now, this just about concludes our circus, but we always like to end with a patriotic salute to our armed forces, our veterans, and the United States of America. Mickey will be our honor guard and the rest of the circus troupe will serve. Mickey will be our flag bearer, and the rest of the circus troupe will serve as honor guard.
Thank my lucky stars to be living here today. But the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave their right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA.
I want to thank all of our performers and their trainers, but we would not be able to do this show without the wonderful help of our backstage crew. So please help me thank our stagehands, Bing, Carolyn, and Kathy, our music manager, Dave, our handyman, Loris, Molly's personal assistant, Norma, and our business manager, Carmen, and our videographer, Gary. And thank you for letting us set up our tent with you here tonight. We hope that you enjoyed the show. I know you can tell how passionate we are about our animals and also about our very worthy charity, the Patriot Service Dogs. So we hope that you enjoyed it and that you will give generously in our little basket over there that's conveniently located, just waiting for your money. Now, I want to give you the opportunity to get up close and personal with our beasts, just as though you had a backstage pass. You can feel free to love on them and snuggle them because they have returned to their natural, sweet therapy dog state. They are no longer ferocious and unpredictable. No, they're still unpredictable, but they're no longer ferocious, so feel free. Thank you very much.